What is good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Are we all diddly doodling? It is your hostess with the mostest, just small. We're back at it again, ladies and gentle dogs. We are back. How are we all doing on this hot, warm day? It is a warm one. It is a hot one, and that's the way we like it. It's a warm one today. Like even last I'm sat here, my palms can't be icky. So yeah, it's a warm one today. How's everybody's day been? Have you been sunbathing? Have you been going to the beach, or got a pub, a beer garden? Let me know. Let me know how's the beginning of your week been. The weather is nice. I believe that the weather is going to be dropping a little bit. The temperature is going to be dropping a little bit from tomorrow. So, I mean, I like it when it's warm, but when it's above 25 plus degrees, it's too uncomfortable for me. Because it's currently 21. Hoy vey. It is 21 degrees. Why? That's warm. So how are we all doing? How are we all diddly doodling? As we like to normally do, we like to leave it till about 8 o'clock or just or 5 minutes after 8 to really get into the news. We like to allow people to come in and join us. If you are somehow new here and you enjoy what you see, crush subscribe with the bell so you're always notified every time I do upload, whether it be an interview, or whether it be a live or any other kind of content. Make sure to click that notification bell when you subscribe so you're notified every single time I drop. Also, crushing the like button helps the algorithm for the channel. Thank you. Gets the channel out there a little bit more. So please, thank you. Crush that like button. Thank you very much. But yeah, how's everybody been doing? As you can see, I'm a lot more energized today. I've actually had a little bit more sleep. I've had a bit more sleep lately. The last couple of days, been able to actually get some more sleep. Although last night struggled because of the heat. Struggled to get comfortable. But still had a decent amount of hours of sleep. Hello Ed, how we doing? And then around this early afternoon, I was like, right, I'll have a couple of hours and just sort of take a kip here on the chair, just go for a kip. So I took a kip on the chair for like an hour and a half. Woke up, was like, right, that's better. I've had enough, more than enough kip. But yeah, I hope everybody's week's been fine. Like I said, the weather's been fine and dandy. It's been nice and warm. It's supposedly that the temperature of the weather is going to be dropping. Do we like that? Is that something that we like? Because for me, I like it when it's warm, like 21 degrees ago. That's nice with the breeze as well. It's lovely. But when it goes to like 25 plus, it's not too bloody hot. You melt. It's not too hot whatsoever. It's 21 degrees. It's not too hot. When it's too hot is when it's 25 plus. That's when I get uncomfortable. I'm like, That's when I do generally get uncomfortable. When the weather goes towards 25 plus, I'm like, But yes, make sure you're liking, you're subscribing. I mean, it's going to be raining a little bit tomorrow, it looks like. Yeah, some rain from between 5 to 9 o'clock. It's only only showers, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Did not mean to do that. Oh my god, ladies and gents, for the first time ever on my birthday, the weather's actually going to be nice. The weather's actually going to be nice on my birthday. It's my birthday on the 28th, by the way, on the Friday. So, yeah. That's, I'm 28. I'm going to be 20. It's still, I don't like it. God, you made a promise. Let everybody else grow, not me. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be about 16 degrees, somewhere around there. So that's not too bad, huh? I'll happily take that. Please, thank you ever so much. But yes, So Ed, I know that you're joining me tonight because there are a lot of things that you would like to talk about. So let me know. Let me know when you're ready. Come and get it. Nah, 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 nah. I mean, let's start off with this first. I feel like this is the perfect chance to just start off with the pain in the backside thing. Let's talk about England, shall we? Should we talk about England? Oh, Neil. Oh, you're ready now, are you? Because I could talk about England. Oh, trust me, I can talk about England. I could talk about England. Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
No, I'm still here.
You see,
I'm still here. Too bloody hot.
it's not too hot, Ed. It's only
I've
21
been
degrees.
shoveling. I've been shoveling stone for the last 45
Well,
minutes.
that's
It's
why
too
you're
bloody
hot,
hot.
then, you dingbat.
Yeah, it's too bloody hot.
No, it's not too bloody hot. It's because you've been out in the warmth, and that's why you're so hot.
And that's why it's too hot, because I've been out in the
No, it's
warm.
not. Like if you were like I am right now, you'd be fine. You'd be absolutely fine. You'd be like, but the best thing to do is take a cold shower, drop your body temperature like right down, and you
But
go.
that's the problem. I can't take a cold shower. I don't have a bathroom. That's the problem. I've got builders in at the minute, and so therefore I haven't got access to the bathroom and shower because they're ripping it out. So I can't win. And I'm bugging if I'm sitting in the sink like I used to when I was a kid.
It just sounds like a you problem, Ed.
Exactly, yeah. So it's probably got my life, that, to be fair.
But yeah, like I said, I think we should start with the England and get it out the way. You know what I mean?
How can you call that a football team? I'm sorry, but you know that was ridiculous.
Like I'm sick and tired of having trying to.
They're all saying now Southgate's got to go.
Oh yeah,
all the
Southgate's gone.
So they're all saying he should go now before they have before they play the next game.
Yeah,
But the thing is, they've got nobody to replace him.
doesn't matter. I'd have anybody just to finish the tournament off because he like everybody. The thing is, though, it's not just the manager. Although he is not a good manager, he is a one-trick pony. He goes, "They're my best players. Play the football I want. Go have fun."
It's just ridiculous. I watched the match the other day.
Oh, on
the Thursday, and then I watched them yesterday. Between flicking and watching paint dry and watching them play.
Oh God!
And it was just, I'm not seriously
You know it's bad. You know it's bad when the fans are booing you after the game. Because England fans, we are picky. We are, and we are. But it takes a lot for us. It takes a lot for us to boo our national team. It does. It takes.
Yeah.
And that's why you scrape a 1-0 win, then you scrape a 1-1 draw, then you scrape a 0-0. Why do you think all the fans are fuming? Why do you think the fans are fuming? Because you've got a supposed world-class striker. in Harry Kane, who I have also said is massively overrated. He's a serial loser. Everywhere he goes, he loses. He can't win trophies. Anywhere, and everywhere he goes, he loses. Tottenham, Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And that's when I go, oh, he's captain. Why is he freaking captain? And then you've got Bellingham, who I think he is a good player, massively overrated. It's because he plays for a Real Madrid team that is literally world class. I think I was like, even I'd play quite well with that if I was in that Real Madrid team. It's just like, look at the quality they've got there.
It's just, how can I couldn't call him? I'll be honest with you, if I'd have been, as I said the other day, if I'd have been on the captain in that team now, I'd have gone in the change room and said, "Oh, you pack your stuff, I'm going to get the women's team."
I wouldn't say the women's team, I'd say I'd go get the under 21s.
No, the women's team could do better than that.
No, they couldn't. They'd get fucking battered.
They wouldn't, look at
They'd
the end of the day. We're getting battered. We're getting battered, and the players there. They can't do any. Oh, come on, I'll put it this way. They can't do any worse.
A women's team, like the American national team, went up against Wrexham's retired veterans and got battered 8-0.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day,
you
they
can't
do any worse
say
than we are.
send the women's team, because the women's team would get absolutely humiliated. They'd lose 20-odd 0.
But we're not far off that now.
I mean, we are far off from that because, to be fair, the defence is holding up. But it's only going to come a matter of time before one goal goes in and then heads go down.
But no, you're missing the point. At the moment, everybody's laughing at us. We sent the women's team out there. At least we've got an excuse why we didn't do so well.
Oh, fucking hell, Ed.
You know? Why? Because we let them out of the kitchen. You know, I mean, that's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
It's straightforward. There's an excuse.
Look, I will give credit to the ladies. They've done well in their game. But when everybody's going on about there was a Harry Kane stated that we haven't won anything in 50 years and whatnot, and then some woman, entitled woman, goes on Twitter and starts going on about, oh, what about the women's team? I went, completely different sport. It's a completely different game. It's not the same sport because you've got professionals that go up against amateurs. Players that don't even play for professional clubs in their national teams. Some of the national teams shouldn't really exist because they don't have a lot of professional players playing for them. They don't. And I'm just sort of like, when are people going to realise it? And everyone goes, oh, well, England's women, they won the Euros and they came second in the World Cup. I went, it's not fucking hard. Have you seen the women's game? The women's game is not diverse. It's not in depth of quality. And a lot of female players are going on about getting the same amount of money as men. I went, until you start bringing in the same kind of money that the men do, you'll get the money that you want. If you have the quality of the players that the men have, which you are light years away, that's when. Are you
looking to say they're light years away?
A brand like CR7, Leo Messi.
They're light years away. At least they can pass the fishing boat, which is more than we're doing at the minute.
The thing is, from what I'm seeing, Foden don't know what he's doing out wide. He just gets lost. Saka is so overrated as well. But I'm sat there going, why is Palmer on the bench? He was the best player, one of the best creative players in the Premier League last season. Why is he on the bench? Why? Why is he on the bench? He had some of the most goals in the league. I think he was up there for most assists and most goals slash assists. He was the reason why Chelsea got European football. He put Chelsea over his back and carried them all the way to European football last season. You're telling me he can't get into that England squad? Bull crap. Bull. Absolute bull. I'd happily take Saka or Foden out that team, put in Palmer. What happened when Palmer came on for 90 minutes? Completely changed the game. I'm like, Southgate clearly knows.
I'd send a pig in a lot of them all.
Like the thing
I'll be honest, I would send a lot of them all.
it's just embarrassing watching a coach completely out of his depth. Like people go, "Oh, he got us to like semi-finals and whatnot." I went, "Well, look at the state of the international sides and their teams back then, like in those tournaments, during those tournaments, for like three to 5 years, Germany, Spain, Italy, and Portugal were all over the spot. They were all over the place. They had no cohesion. They didn't have a proper team, and they would get battered against everybody because their team was just in such a disarray because they no longer had world-class players like a David Silva or a Fernando Torres in their teams anymore because they all retired, and that they got hit by it heavily. So they suffered and they struggled. They did. And then once they are now starting to get better, they've started to get back because they're getting some better cohesion and whatnot, and some good players. They're starting to win games comfortably, playing good football. But then I'm stuck here watching a manager, watching a coach, way out of his depth, not knowing what on earth he's doing. He's sat there twiddling his thumbs going, one trick pony, send the best players out that I think, go out there, try and win a goal, try and get a goal. And then once you get a goal, sit back, relax, and heavy. No, it's why I can't stand Southgate. I wanted him out after Italy. After the defeat against Italy, I went, I'm done, get him out. Because that game, we should have won. With the team we had compared to the team Italy had, we should have won. If we had a better coach, who had better tactics, we would have won that game. Instead of having somebody like Southgate going, hold back, don't attack, pack the bus. You score an early goal in the first half and you tell your team for the rest of the game.
I've got one thing to say to you, and I've just sent you it on Facebook, and you can read it out online.
What's he sent?
There's a lot.
Let's have a look. Alright, please stop criticising Harry Kane for saying that England haven't won anything for a long time. These constant comparisons with the Lionesses are getting tiresome. It's a completely different game in terms of tactics, ability and fitness. I'm sure that with a little more time, the men's team will catch up. Oh, fuck off. Like, I'm sat here going... all it is that these players... One, they're not performing at all.
But they're still taking a pay packet, that's my point.
At the same time, the coaching isn't good enough.
But no, you think about it. Would you employ a gardener or a brickie if he couldn't do the job properly? No, you wouldn't. You'd say get out of it. You wouldn't pay him. Or you'd pay him his wage, but then sack him. These lot are getting stupid amounts of money on a weekly basis.
I mean, that's at their clubs. I don't think.
And they're just... Well, they get good money when they play for England as well, to be fair.
Yeah, they get good money, but they don't get anywhere
but
near compared to what they get with their club contracts.
No, but my point is, they're on good money. They're on good money when they're doing this, right?
Yeah.
And literally, they're going through the motions.
Yeah, but that's because that's not just on the players. That's also a lot of it due to the coaching.
Yeah, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your manager is. He cannot run on that pitch and boot the ball up and down.
That's why I said it's not just solely on the players. The players deserve blame because they're not performing. But when they're just going through the motions and they don't know what to do because they've been training in one certain tactic or whatever, that's down to the coaching. That's the manager's fault and the coaching staff. So they need to be stripped all the way back and go get out and bring in an actual competent coach who knows what he's doing with a competent coaching staff. He doesn't have to be world class. He just needs to be competent enough and diverse enough in tactics and knowledge.
Well, it's just ridiculous. At the end of the day, as I said, I would send the whole damn lot of them back and send it out to another team because it's an absolute.
I'd send out the under-21s.
It's an absolute disgrace
the
out of playing at the minute.
The under-21s of the last 5 years have constantly won stuff. Like
You know,
Euros and World Cup, they've constantly won stuff. And guess what? Cole Palmer, Foden, Saka, they all played for them. They all played for the under-21s.
I seriously think at the end of the day, whoever's behind the scenes in the FA or the England squad, they need to say, right, you're not supplying what we need, so thank you very much. Golden handshake, go away, and bring somebody else in because there's nobody hungry.
No,
That's exactly what it is.
no.
Nobody's hungry. They're not interested.
I think that's the whole point of it. And that's why I keep saying we need more. We need more youth in the team. But that's why I said we needed more stability.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. If you put
we
youth
do
in
need
the
more
team,
stability in midfield, and that's why I wanted us to take Henderson because he's a leader. He's more of a leader than Kane is, and that's why I was like,
oh yeah,
why have we taken Trent Alexander-Arnold, who can't defend and is just a good passer, and then you've got that Adam Morton from Crystal Palace that nobody knows about. Why haven't you taken Jordan Henderson?
we have a comment in the post.
There's a comment in the post.
In the chat. But yes, we're going to move to that in a minute, Mike.
Oh yes, we are going to. Yeah, like I said, we always like to have a
we're having
nice
it. We're having
segment.
it on for the first 20 minutes. I'm putting the world to right the first time. Well, it's great because I'm just so people know what's happening with me. I'm getting a new bathroom put in, and I basically told one of the managers to go and get Notty today. I wasn't going to say a word I did use, but I basically told him out in front of all these staff. I told him exactly what I thought of him, and told him what he could do with himself. And if he'd have carried on, I'd have probably offered to show him a picture.
Of course, Harlan. Like I said, we like to start it all off with nice little chin wag, and then we get into the juicy stuff because we whilst we're kind of chin wagging and whatnot, we allow people to kind of come in and join us before we get into it. If you catch my drift. So whilst we're having a chin wag,
it's a little catch up for us because we haven't spoken all week. So yes, we're
because I've been busy. He's been busy. So this is our chance. Little chin wag. Have a little bit of a rant about the football as well.
Yeah.
Then
I don't want to be ranting about stuff when the football's not working.
Come in and join us and get in the chat, etc. And then we get into the well. At the moment, you've just got the potato. You've just got the potatoes. Eventually, we're going to get into the meat.
That's it. But yeah, so anyway, that's the football. They are useless.
Oh God! I can't wait until I see breaking news: Gareth Southgate sacked.
But yes, shows. We might have talked about shows. Cinder asking.
Yes,
we
the
have
shows.
some
Finally,
amazing
let's
shows
talk about
lined
the shows.
Yes, then we'll go back to another subject in a minute. But yeah, shows. So people know what's happening. We are currently putting pressure on the council. It's not our shows, but I explain what's going on in relation to the so-called festival that's taking place in Barrow Park. They have now, I'm led to believe, took the services of a councillor. I won't say who. I think everybody will probably know who it is. But now miraculously, it's gone from the event's not going to be allowed in the park to they're thinking about it. So we're now putting pressure on them via our solicitors and stuff to remind them the legislation. But that's something else we'll talk about.
So basically, they're like, "Oh, we could possibly get away with this." And like, well, no, there's a legislation in place. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, well, no, it's a case of this individual councillor.
What are you trying to accomplish here? What bribe? Has there been any kind of bribe here? Like,
yes, happened? I guarantee there would have been.
What kind of bribe has happened here? Because something's clearly happened, and that's what I was saying. What's happened here? Because something's clearly happened, and I mean bribes. Because
this particular councillor is well known for making things happen.
You wouldn't second guess it unless there wasn't one.
Oh yeah, no, this particular councillor is well known for making things happen. The problem with that is he's now dealing with national guidelines, so he can't really bend the council legislation. So, but it's fine if he tries to, because we'll educate him, as we have done quite a few things. But anyway, that's what's happening in relation to that. Our shows, right, a little bit of an update for you. We have Chubby Brown. Well, no, I'll wait for that for a moment. I'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say, you kind of jumped the gun a little bit there.
Yeah, we'll talk about the next show. Next show we've got is a
little bit too premature there.
Oh yeah, only first time ever.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we've got the ladies' night coming up in September. Now that is not just for ladies; it's for everybody. You can win actually. Well, yeah, you can win £100 that night.
Oh
which is quite
yes, I
shocking me.
completely forgot about that. You know.
Yeah, you can win 100 quid
Honestly,
if you come along
because
that night because there's
I've
going
been
to be a
so
competition.
busy
I
lately.
think they're going to do like a little bit of a bingo game, but the prize is going to be about 100 quid.
The
So,
prize,
but it's
so the prize pot is going to be 100 quid.
yeah, it's going to be a silly game of bingo.
Oh God, everybody loves that.
Oh yes, but it's not going to be the standard bingo. It's going to be rude bingo because it's got to be rude bingo because it's a
Of
ladies'
course.
night.
Well, yeah, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, so it's going to be so it's
There's
going
me.
to.
There's me being the former like bingo employee going. Oh, bingo! Of course, yeah, naughty bingo. I'm like, oh, oh,
But
good.
yes, so it's going to be. We'll say what's the word I'm looking for. Special. That's the
How
best way
did
to put
that
it. It's
take
going
you
to be a
so
special
long
game
to
of
think
bingo.
of? How did that take you so long to come up with special?
It's going to be special because it's going to be lots of naked men there, and they'll all be joining in and whatever.
Oh, I bet they will. Oh
So,
goodness
oh
gracious
yes,
me!
going to be very very different. Um, um,
Next up, we have our Christmas show.
no. Say we haven't finished about ladies' night yet.
Oh, you haven't finished on the ladies'
Uh,
night. Is there more?
no. There's more. There's more.
Oh,
The drag queen that's coming.
You're spoiling them.
Oh, I am today. I'm trying to anyway. The
You've
drag queen that's coming has worked with and is part of the Rooster
just
and a
reminded me to message her. You've just
say that
reminded.
what?
You've just reminded me to message her. I've been that busy, I completely forgot.
Yes, you've got to message her because she's waiting
Yes,
with
I will
bated
message.
breath.
I'm going to message her now because I completely forgot. I've been so busy of late. Um, and yeah, it
It's
just
been daft.
completely slipped my mind. This is what happens, ladies and gents, when you are so busy, things just completely, you forget them instantly. It happens. It's a pain. All right.
It's been daft to be fair today. Um, it's been literally ridiculous because we've had so much happening in the last few days. That my phone's been ringing off the hook. I've been stuck getting the work done on the property. The land's finally coming to fruition where um, where we're in a position to start taking some photos. Really, so it's going to be a good all round day because, as I say, things are starting now to happen. So we'll see what happens and go from there, basically. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely balmy the next few weeks because we've got so much shows and everything else going on that it literally is. We've got can't think of the nice way of putting it without actually saying what's going on. We've got. Let me get this right. We've got. Yeah, wait, that's it. Brain's kicked in now. We're back again. Don't worry, we're back again. Right, yeah, basically, we've got performers coming all the way up from London. And then, because of that fact, as I said, it's a case of meeting ourselves coming back, basically.
Nice.
Because things are going so daft at the minute and so quick at the minute
Oh yeah.
that.
I've just seen the comment. I've just seen the comment in the chat as well. About Scooter.
There's lots of news about that, but we're not releasing it till
Yeah,
later in the year.
I was gonna say like that is a lot. She's so far down the line at the moment. That is the least of our concerns and worries at the moment, because it is.
Well, no, I'll tell you why we're not saying too much about that because previously, every time we've announced a show, we've had individuals, to be blunt, try to wreck it.
Yeah.
So this is why we've announced the Chubby show because that's set in concrete now.
Yeah.
We've got the date and everything, but I'm not going to release that just yet. But on the flip side of that, we have scooter, etc., 99.9% sorted. We're just having a little issue over where you're going to be staying for the night.
Yeah,
Because where we
that's
suggested,
gonna be an issue.
well, it's not so much that we suggested a local place. His agent wants him to stay in the Lake District, which again is not a major
Mm,
hassle. But the
understandable,
problem we have is
but
we've got to get
it's
him
gonna be a
there.
bit
So,
of a pain for him to get you.
oh yeah, this is it. Unfortunately, Barrow is in the put it end of the world with 20 mile on.
Yeah,
So because of that, it's a case of we have to make sure that when you deal with people like Scooter, Disturbed, Evanescence, etc., and I'm talking the actual bands, by the way.
yeah.
Uh,
These are the actual bands, by the way, ladies and gents.
yeah, they're
And
not. It's not tributes.
the first time that Ed's actually stated more than one.
Yeah,
Like,
these
'cause
people.
the only one that I knew that I could confirm was Scooter.
Yeah,
Um,
well,
but
we're in a position where we're
I did know
talking to
about
them.
some of the others as well. But I didn't think that they were anywhere near complete already, or whatever. So if it's telling you now that these are some of the names, I'd listen.
Yeah, we are in talks with them all. As I said, they're asking for certain things which we know we can't provide. Um, but luckily for us, because obviously it's a rescue that's doing it, the agent's been very accommodable. To be fair, so we're just trying to iron out the little points that we can
Yeah,
provide. But
just trying to iron out the details of basically making sure that they're happy.
yeah, basically, at the end of the day, you can't expect somebody like Scooter or the other bands I've named to stay at a travel lodge.
No,
You don't do it, basically.
no, because they're gonna go. No,
Yeah, exactly. You know, at the end of the day,
they're gonna
he
go.
won't.
They're literally gonna like seriously.
Oh, yeah.
A Travelodge.
But yeah,
There's only one hotel. Oh, well, actually, there's two hotels that I think that could possibly be okay in Barrow.
well, as I say, we put a number of
But then
suggestions to
the
it
thing is,
now.
though,
So,
everyone would know, that they would go to either one of these hotels.
well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, we've also got to look at security for him.
Yeah,
Because, you know, whilst at the end of the day, he's a big name, to be fair,
yeah, because I'm sat here
we
thinking that he's gonna need security.
you know, we have to find a better word for it. We have to make sure that when he comes to the venue and goes from the venue, that he's safe, etc. Because obviously we don't want anything to happen to him and vice versa.
Nope.
So because of that, we are turning round and, as I say, in talks with the various organisations and companies to make all that happen.
Oh,
Door staff,
is this the same
security,
company?
transport. No. We're using a company from Manchester at the minute. We're in talks with
Oh,
them at
right,
the minute.
okay.
But they're going to turn around and sort out, you know, we sorted out transport, hotel costs, plane flights, etc., etc. We're even in talks with the airport on Walney, yes, BAE, to see if we can fly him in, do the event, and fly him back out same day. But obviously, say all this takes time because it's not a case of just picking the phone up, and going, "Hello, I want to book
I
a
want to book a
plane,
private jet.
land it on Walney,
Yeah,
everything's fine
I
and
want
good."
to
Because
I want
obviously,
to get a PJ. I want to land
yeah,
it
you know,
on the airport.
but
Like,
obviously because it's MOD, etc., it takes slightly longer anyway
yeah.
because they want to make sure that they're completely sorted. But yeah, so it's all in hand, as I say, but as the
Yeah,
year goes on,
I would say Scoot is the one that is literally almost done.
Oh yeah,
It
well, to be
is
fair, the
so
others
close
aren't
to
far
being
off
done.
it.
It's just the finer details that are getting sorted out, like his accommodation and and travel, security, that sort of stuff. As soon as that stuff is sorted, um, Ed will inform me when I can announce it,
Oh yeah,
which is probably not going to be until I would say come next year.
oh no, it'll be later in this year, I think. To be fair, where things are going. But as
Really,
I said, it's not. Oh
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sat here thinking I'm being
The
like a
event will be
bit
next year, but
lenient,
it'll
going
all be it'll be announced on
probably
the.
New Year, probably either just before New Year or just after.
No, the event will be next year, but it'll all be announced before the end of this year, I think.
Yeah, because that's why I was thinking probably things will get done for around like November time, and then I'll
Yeah,
probably be able to say something in December. Or it'll get done towards the end of November, and I'll be able to say something, say beginning of January, or something like that. But yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You'll just have to remain patient a little bit longer with the whole
keep checking back
situation.
with us.
Yeah, all you need to keep doing is making sure that you are subscribed to this channel, with the bell. So every time I do upload, you will get a notification. Push the
Yeah,
like
but as I
button
say,
too does help as
what you
well.
got to remember is what and they say this is a big thing. What you got to remember is we're not holding tickets for anybody.
No, we are not holding tickets for anyone.
They're going to go on sale when the race is 5 minutes after
Oh,
you
best
announce it.
believe I've
So
had some people already because they've heard that. Because I think we announced Scooter was pretty much confirmed. I think it was what a month ago.
yep,
And so I've had people messaging me going, "Oh, can you get tickets?" And whatnot. Tickets are not. I can't. Can't. No. If you want a ticket, you're
yep.
gonna have to go buy them when they are released, etc., and available for purchase. Because I cannot hold on to any tickets at all, even though I
A lot.
am working at the event. I
For what
cannot
it's going to
hold on
cost
to any
us, I
tickets.
am not. Yeah, for what it's going to cost us, literally, it's going to be if you want a ticket, there's the box office, away you go.
Yeah,
Because we are paying serious amounts of money to get him here. But at the end of the day, as I said, um, I'll run an event. I said this a long time ago. I'll run an event if there's three people there, just because at the end of the day, I can afford to. But where Scooter's concerned, as I said, I do know for a fact that I've already got inquiries coming from elsewhere in the country.
mm.
So it literally is going to get put on sale. I'm going to tell you, we'll announce it that night, and then 10 minutes after you've announced it, they will be up on sale. I don't expect it to be
Yeah,
selling out for weeks and weeks and weeks. I
it's
reckon
going
they'll
to be
go
very
within
quick.
24 hours.
Yeah. I'm expecting two.
Yeah, I'm expecting it going within 24 hours just because of who it
I
is.
don't know. I'm expecting it to be a lot less than that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm expecting it to be under 10 hours at least,
Oh, yeah.
because once
Uh,
people find out that, once people learn of the date and the tickets go on sale, they will go like, like
oh, they
like
will, because what you got to remember is, well, we're going to keep the ticket price to as little as we can. So we make a bit of money on each. It's what a lot of people don't realise. When we do an event, say we do an event and it's 15 quid a ticket, yep, we'll probably make, after we paid all the artists and stuff, about £4 on each ticket. So we
oh,
don't do this for the money side of it. We do it for to bring some new faces to the town, obviously, but we also do it to promote the rescue and say, look, we are around. Come along, see what we do. Get involved. Um,
right.
so I'm not one of these like big promoters that wants to make, £1 million. Because to be fair, if I was going to do that, I wouldn't waste my time in Barry. I'm being totally honest with the listeners. I would not waste my time in Barry if I was going to do that. I'd go to a place like Manchester or Liverpool
I mean
because I'm
that.
guaranteed to sell it
I,
out.
I, I mean, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna end this call. I'm gonna,
Okay,
call you back.
hit me up.
I know a lot of you are probably wondering what that soundtrack is that I played at the beginning. Allow it. It's absolutely amazing. You'll have to get used to it because I might be using it quite a bit going forward. But yes, it should be joining us just about now. Hello.
Hello again. I'm back again.
Yeah,
Like
but
I've
because
been quite a bad penny.
continuing on from where you left off.
Yeah, as I say,
Look, I
Bob.
completely I completely understand it. A lot of people will probably have something to say about it, but at the same time, I'm like, you tell me why Barrow should get, why do you think Barrow would get that sort of stuff on a, you know, do you really think that the names that you folks would want, like, are desperate to see here in Barrow? Do you really think that they're gonna come
Well, let's
here?
be honest. Where is there in Barrow that big names can play? You got the rugby, but they've got a crap reputation. To be fair, we
Yeah,
don't no disrespect to the rugby, but I have spoke to various agents and stuff, and they said that they have got a crap reputation and won't come there.
yeah.
Because I did initially think about taking him to the rugby. I'm not going to lie. So, but as I say, after speaking to the agents, stuff, they won't entertain it. Not without charging me an absolute arm and a leg, which I wasn't prepared to pay. But you haven't really got anywhere else. You got Barra football, but they're not really interested in doing events.
No,
After
they
the last
say
one where the last
they
got
do,
dragged
but they
out by
only
a
do
ringers.
events that they want to do.
Well, yeah, they got what knackered it was. Is when the last event they had there, when the last got dragged out by a by the doorstep.
I mean, I think we know who that was.
Oh yeah, to be fair, but as I say, it's so really there's
because
nowhere else to
because
barrow.
that whole situation cost me a bit as well.
Well, at the end of the day, there's nowhere major for him to play in Barrow,
But
so
also,
my
but
argument's quite
also,
simple.
you look at the venues that we have in Barrow. You tell me of one venue close to 1,000.
No, there isn't any. Not even the forum's that big.
So why? What? Tell me why would these acts, these artists, bands, solo artists, why would they entertain coming to Barrow?
One word. Animal, or two words actually. Animal rescue, charity.
No,
That's the only reason they're.
why would they come to perform at a venue that can't hold 1,000
Well, this is the
people or
point. They
more?
don't. The reason we've managed to get them is because obviously it's for the rescue,
Yes.
and that's what a lot of people don't realise. And we could turn around and say, oh,
Yeah.
£50 a ticket, and we get it because the out of towners would pay it. No problem at all. For something like Scooter or
Oh,
whatever.
don't get
But
us wrong. The out of towners, the shows that we've done for the past 2 years now.
Yeah, more and more out of towners are
More
coming.
and
There's
more out
local.
of towners coming across our shows and our events, and they love them and they keep coming back. But then we're like, but why don't the people of Barrow do it as much? Because we see regulars that always come to our shows, no matter pretty much what it is that we do. We always get
Yeah,
normally
I'll
the
be
same,
honest
the
with you.
same faces.
I've already talked about this.
It's
Like
not
I said,
it's not all, an awful lot of new faces. We get some here and there, but
well, no, I've already talked about this, and I just may turn around. And I haven't decided it 100% yet, but I'll be honest with you. Me and I have spoke about it and stuff, and I have said myself that it's something that I can afford to do, and I probably will do it, to be fair, because I'm not way out at the end of the day. If I want to do something, I'll do it. And Anne Marie's like, I give up, because she knows I'm going to do it anyway. But I just may turn around and say, for people that start coming to our shows on a regular basis, just give them free passes. You know what I mean? Just for the scooter one, just because they've supported us.
mm,
You know what I mean? But those that don't support us and just rock up for a scooter, we'll pay through the nose for it.
yeah,
What I mean by that is it will not be a cheap show like we normally do.
no.
But
Those that
it
have
will be
been
as cheap as we can make it.
sort of, you know,
Oh yeah,
with
it's like
us,
Jade and the brothers. They're always
that
at
have
the
been
events.
supporting us since day one.
Well, yeah, it's like Jade and the
We'll see what
brothers.
we could do to show them love and see what we can do for them, because at the end of the day, they've been nothing but supportive towards us and come to every single event.
As I said, I turned around.
Even if it doesn't tickle the fancy, they still come anyway. Just to show support.
Oh yeah, it's like I said a few years ago that I was going to bring big names in. Everybody laughed at me. I now have Scooter. I now have Chubby Brown, which you'll see later in this year. At the end of the day, it takes time to build a reputation when you're dealing with big organisations and big people, big names, and you can't just rock up unless you want to throw lots of money at them. Then they'll play for anybody. To be fair,
yeah, but sometimes they won't give it their all.
Well, no, to be fair, I want people that's going to come to the town to support the rescue and do an event that actually want to be here for the right reasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't want people coming that's just turning up for the paycheck, because you can see in their performance they're not interested.
Oh yeah, you can't. There are many that are like that, but at the same time, a lot of people just need to kind of come to grasp with it now, that when it comes to these big names, you need to set a bit more of a realistic goal. Because, like I said, we don't have a venue here that can hold over 1,000 people. Anywhere near it.
You've got the rugby, but as I said, they've unfortunately got a crap reputation after all the problems
Yeah,
they had
but
during
the
COVID.
rugby can't hold over 1,000 people.
I think the rugby holds about 4,000, to be fair.
I don't know about that.
I know it holds quite a couple of. I know it does at least 2,000, but the point is, the people I'm talking to will not play the rugby because of the reputation.
The football can hold more. The football can hold
football
about
football holds 5,500.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's
I know that because they confirmed that when we went on a meeting with them. They hold
and
5,500.
They're a League people. 2 side. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, so but that's
embarrassing.
Yeah, so,
if that is If that is their
But
capacity for fans to come in and whatnot, that's embarrassing.
yeah, 5,500 they've had. That's their maximum capacity.
5,500
Yeah.
for a League Two side. Jesus Christ. Sold 5,000 for Dave's Day. Like we are honestly, we actually spoke about Dave's Day, didn't we? And we couldn't believe the success that it was, because we saw things that could have potentially have been troublesome, and
Yeah, that was the rugby that sold that 5,000 for Dave's Day, but they didn't have anywhere near that. To be fair.
Seriously, the rugby holds 5,000. How the frick did he? What did he do to just push and squish
But
everyone together?
I think that's on the pitch as well, though.
Yeah, but that's what we did. They just squished everybody in.
Pitch and the
Come on, breathe in.
yeah, I think that's the pitch and also the stands, though. To be fair, for that amount of numbers, but I know they weren't completely full at capacity.
Yes,
And
but
what you
the
got to
thing is,
remember
though,
is,
with
you know,
the rugby and the football, they won't do most events that can that will accommodate to that on a regular basis.
well, no, he probably boils down.
Depends
Right,
on
you know,
who
I'll
it is,
say
but like Ed said, the rugby have gotten a not so
great reputation.
reputation. Even I know this. That they haven't got the cleanest of reps, and their reputation is damaged because
They are trying to repair it, which I'll give them the due for. But
I mean, I don't know if they can repair it because I think now they've gone too far, and it's gone too far for
to be
them
fair,
to
I
be able to
think they
fix it.
tried when they made that donation to Dave's Day when he topped it up.
Yeah.
So they went in the right direction for that. But as I said, it's going to take time. At the end of the day,
That's one little olive branch out of all
Yeah,
the
to be fair,
foliage that
just
of issues that they have, and we've
I
spoken
know
about
they
the
say-
rugby as well with
but just going on
issues
the
that they
chat,
have
by the
had.
way.
You're like,
Yeah,
it just
just
seems
going on the
like
chat.
there are some things that have gone wrong there when it comes to business and stuff, and unfortunately, business relationships, etc., turned extremely sour, and the rugby didn't do much to fix it, and then that's why they've then gone and got such a bad reputation. So they haven't really helped themselves.
As I say, I won't comment too much on that because I've got my own opinion on it. But what I will say
I mean, yeah,
I
I mean,
know
we all have
it
our
was
own opinion, but
reported
that's what
in the chats. They said it was reported they were sold out. Yep.
Yeah.
In the chat, that's what you said. He said it was reported that they sold out. Yeah, I can report that I won the lottery. I can report that I'm black and 7'2". I can report that I'm a crossdresser. Reporting and proving is two different things. And that's it. That's the thing I'll say.
Yeah,
to a lot
because
of
the
people
thing is, though, a lot of these places will report that they've done this. I went, show us your actual proof. Like, show us the proof.
At the end of the day, what
That's what I always say. If you're claiming something, show evidence, show proof. That's what I always say. If you're claiming something's happened, show evidence, show proof. If you can't do that, shut up, stop lying.
You can't claim it. Yeah,
you can't claim anything if you can't show evidence.
What I am going to do,
because that is the whole point of telling the truth. Is if you can't back what you have claimed or reported, then you've no leg to stand on. You need to keep your mouth shut and not speak until you can show proof that, hey, this is what's happened, this is the numbers that we did, etc. That's when you can chirp. That's when you can, hey, here's the bread and the pudding.
I'll say I want to see how Stubby goes.
Boom, banana bread. Have it.
It's like, to give you an idea, this year alone, just so people know what we've got, so they can see where we're coming from.
Yeah, but like I said, he might have said it on TV, but doesn't mean it's not until he shows evidence.
Well, no, to be fair, as I said,
he could be lying.
They're not going to turn around and say on TV that Dave's Day was a flop, because it wasn't.
Yeah, because they're not going to sit there and go, oh, by the way, we've only got
I know they're talking about doing another Dave's Day next year.
Are they?
You know, I'm not. I know they're talking about doing another Dave's Day next year. Personally, I don't think it's going to work.
I don't either because I think they were
I think it was.
fortunate enough that this one went as well as it did.
Well, no, I think it would have gone well this year. But the point is, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to work next year. Just because at the end of the day, he's been dead a year. Then
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and
It's
I
not
do
a sign of
genuinely
respect.
think the public of Barrow would the locals would just be like, right, well, what's the point? We've honoured him. We've shown tribute.
Well, I say, where's your thing for Emily Hughes? Where's your thing for
Yeah,
you
this
know?
is what
There's
we
loads
also
of
said
different.
last time on one of our previous shows. Is if you've done this for Dave Myers, where was the same treatment for Emily Hughes?
You know, look
Local
at.
local boy.
I
He
think
was
I'm trying.
more of a celebrity than Dave Myers was. He was. He was a footballer, a very
Well,
famous,
I'll give you.
popular footballer.
Well,
He
it's like
played
at the
for
moment. There's a
England,
big.
so you can't
I'll
say
give.
anything else. But football stars, especially football stars, are generally more famous than actors. Oh well, he wasn't really an actor, was he?
Well, no, they say this is
He was
the
he
point.
was a TV personality.
He was a cook. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
he was a cook.
He was
So when
well
you've got
liked
a
cook.
cook
Like I
or
said,
you've
not
got a
taking any.
football
Yeah,
player,
well liked cook, not taking anything away from him.
oh
But
no, not at all.
personally, I didn't know the
He
guy.
was well known. He was well respected. He was very 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 much loved. But when you when you've got a football fame is something stupid. Like even back then, football fame was stupid. It still is to this day. It's probably gotten even worse than what it was back then. Back then, you played for you played for your badge. If you caught up a nick or whatever, or a knock, you got back up and you got back out there. Nowadays, you see them diving and flapping all over the place. They didn't play for the money back then. They played for the game. They played the sport that they loved. And
Well, as I say, I'm not going to
they
get
were
into that because that's
heroes.
football.
Those kind of players, they were heroes to a lot
No,
of
I'm saying
kids.
I don't personally think
And
it
that's
work.
why I
I
go
hope it
football
does for
fame is different gravy.
Well, that's what I said.
Compared to
I
a
don't
lot
think
of other
it'll
like
work, but I hope it
celebrities when
does
it
for
comes
those
to
that want
like
it.
I do think that social media influencers are like the new football fame. Do you know what I mean, Ed? Like they are the new football fame. They are so beloved, adored. They are seen as heroes. A lot of them are. Whilst footballers, they're still seen as heroes, but still, I feel like the influencers still they are now either on point or just slightly above football fame.
But no, as I say,
Because
getting off the
depending on how many
football
followers
love,
that they've
because then
got.
we're not going to what it was about the football. But no, basically, I say I don't know if it'll work. I hope it does, but I don't think it will personally. But anyway, we've got, as I said, we've got the ladies now. I want to see how that comes. Trying to get back on the subject, so you don't start whinging about football again.
I mean, I wasn't
We've
whinging
got
about football. I was
we've
saying
got the
that
ladies
football
night coming up.
fame is
Yeah.
very, very different to a lot of other like.
No,
People.
we've got what's it? We've got the ladies night coming up. That one's for anybody who wants to come up see half naked men. And possibly
I
with
know,
them this
I
week.
know. If Mike's still watching, he'll love that.
Yeah, be well up for that. And then we've got
Ed got that immediately. He's like, "Oh, John."
and Dave.
Oh,
And
Dave.
Dave will be up for that.
Oh,
Dave will be
Dave
up for
will
that,
love
yeah.
it.
But yeah, we've got that, and then we've got the Christmas show, which is going to be amazing.
Oh yes,
but in
we've
the
got
meantime,
our
we've
lovely
also
Jenna, our amazing
That's
Taylor
it.
Swift tribute. She is returning. If you don't remember
Yep.
her, she helped
The
switch
phone-
on
the
the
lights
lights, had
switch
the
on.
Barrow lights on for Christmas.
Yeah,
She also
But
performed
we've
at our
also
Christmas
got-
show last year.
yeah, but we've also got as well, just so people know, we've got at that point, around about that time, we're going to have hopefully have Chubby sorted out. I'll know by the end of this 20 well, by the end of this weekend.
All
I'll
I
know
know
actually.
about, because I've had people asking me about Chubby as well.
Well, yeah, we'll have the date by the end
like,
of this week.
But see, look at
We
that.
have
See,
a date,
look
but-
at see what Mike's put there. He's trying to like a little child. I went, you see, that's how I know you're guilty.
I put no, you will. Okay.
I'm like, oh, Ed, he doesn't like it, does he? When he gets picked on.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine. I don't worry
He
about it.
tries to do it to everybody else, and then we get the stick and we poke him with it. You don't like it.
But yeah, so basically
That
it
is
goes
such like
down
a
to
5-year-old reply as well. He's like, no, you will.
But yeah, no, it's a case of we've got the ladies' nights, people know, we've got the Christmas show, we've got Chubby coming. I want to see how they perform before I decide where we're going to bring Scooter.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, if we don't, if them shows are not great shows, then I'm not going to lie to anybody who's listening. I'm not going to bring him to Barra because at the end
No.
of the day,
I mean,
there's
to,
no
to be
point.
perfectly
Why
honest,
should I do an
I'm
event?
gonna be honest with people. So I've been contemplating with Ed, I've been chatting with Ed from time to time over the past couple of months, going, I don't know if we should do it in Barrow.
You know, at the end of the day, why should I
I'm
bring him to
stuck at
Barra
50-50.
when?
But I'm actually leaning towards more like going to Manchester.
Oh yeah,
Or
fuck yeah, but
something.
Manchester, I can take him.
That's what I have
Manchester,
said
take
to Ed,
him to Liverpool.
and I've put my points across over what we have witnessed over the last year.
Yeah, what people have got to realise is it's great bringing them to Barrow.
Oh, absolutely.
However, at the end of the day, when we bring these big names to Barrow, we're doing this to make money. It's that simple. At the end of the day, we always make money on the little
Yeah.
shows, but when you start bringing the big names in, I'm not going to waste thousands of pounds just so somebody can come and watch Scooter or Disturbed or whatever. Unless I'm making money at it, there's no point doing it. So, I've made it quite clear to everyone, including all the rescue staff, if these events don't start, obviously, I know we're doing all right now.
Oh yeah, we're doing all right now.
But at the end of the day, I want to make damn sure that when I bring Scooter and places like that to Barrow, that it's going to sell out. I know if I take them to Manchester, Liverpool, etc., it will sell out, guaranteed.
That's why me and Ed have had our chats and whatnot, and I've been like leaning towards more going away because I said from what we were seeing was some shows doing good.
People didn't want them. People don't want them.
Some shows didn't do so good, and we'd get
we made money at all of them,
and occasional new faces here and there. But we're just sort of like the shows that we've got on, and so, for some reason, some of them do well, some of them don't, and then we've got this platform here with my show that gives everybody the opportunity to have their voices heard.
And nobody's always just again. It's always the same, and it's always the same
faces. You've had this
faces.
show for what, a year now?
Coming up a year.
And now.
It's always the same faces that come in, and they don't give us any suggestions.
No, and that's why we keep going on and on and on about it. That's why I've gone to Ed. I'm leaning towards just saying bugger Barrow off and go to Manchester. Because we've had my show for a solid year almost, and people that are clearly watching, they're just not getting in the chat.
Yeah,
they're not letting us, they're not letting us know of what they want to see, and that's when you're shooting yourselves in the foot.
Oh, they come up with some stupid suggestions like it's a joke. And then I make them look like idiots because they actually get them.
Some people come with really stupid names and thinking that it's funny.
But then when I say talk to the band, I can get them.
If you've got that amount of free time to do this sort of stuff, go get a job.
Well, no, I said once around said to me,
go out with your mates.
I got said to somebody at one of our shows, it'd be great to get a comedian like Jim Davidson. Now, I'm not going to lie, I went and spoke to Jim Davidson and his agent and had a good long conversation with him, and the price just wasn't realistic for Barra. I then, however, found out that Chubby had been blackballed by the council. Yeah. So I then started talking to Chubby, and I said, people say, no, you'll never get Chubby, you won't do it, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's coming to Barra and we've got him. So, I really don't see what people's point is apart from the more people tell me I can't do something, the more I'll do it.
Yeah. I completely understand why, with bringing Jim Davidson in, that was going to be a big one, but unfortunately, financially wise,
I was just asking for too much, to be fair.
Basically, yeah, it just was unable to work. And then, of course, Chubby, who is desperate to get back in Barrow, he wants to come back to Barrow and perform. He loves it in Barrow. He loves performing here in Barrow. we managed to get him, and but then you've got somebody like Scooter, or as you said about the other bands that you've named. And look, I'm sat here and I'm going. Our last show took a bit of a hit because of Dave's Day, and then you had another event the day after it.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, we did all
You
right.
had Dave's Day the week
People that
before,
enjoy,
then
people
you
that
had
did
our
come.
event, and then you had an event the day after our event. So I'm like, we got hit twice, double gut shot, wham wham, and we still had an okay turnout. Don't get us wrong, we still had a really good turnout, but not nowhere near as good as what it should have been,
Oh, could have been, yeah. But at the end of the day,
or could have been because it got absolutely bombarded by two big events back to back.
well,
And
that happens.
and so yeah, and it does happen, and you've got to continue forward with it. But when we're sat here going, right, well, if these other shows, we're hoping to see more new faces at these other shows.
I need, as I said, to put it bluntly, I need to see that at the end of the day, if I bring these big names tomorrow, I ain't gonna lose money. Because while I don't mind losing money for things I enjoy,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Scooter doesn't float my boat.
no,
You know what I mean?
he's more of the younger sort of generation, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't float my boat. If I want to do an event where I don't mind losing thousands, I'll bring somebody like Taylor Swift um, or Shania Twain, that sort of music, and spend a good amount of money bringing them to Barra, because I don't care if nobody turns up because I'll enjoy the night. Where Scooter, on the other hand, is a different kettle of fish. So
Yeah,
because of that, I want to see that these events are going to start getting supported by the locals, because if they do, as I said, then I'll bring the big names in. Nobody with half a brain would
and
expect
I
them.
believe if things are going the way they're going, I could be interviewing all these big names.
Well, you will be. Yeah, that's the
Uh,
other thing as well.
I think as you stated, I'm interviewing Chubby. Did you say?
You are, yes.
Which I was just like, huh? So,
Yes, you've got that to do, but you've also got, as I say, you've got to contact the.
oh, don't worry, I've sent her a message.
That's all right. Then. Yeah,
I've sent her the message. Um, she will just have to get back to me whenever she can. Um, but yeah, it's the whole thing with this. It's just we don't want to be left in the spot or the situation where we go, right. Well, this isn't good enough. We're going to Manchester or Liverpool. We don't want to do that with the big names.
No, at the end of the day, I would prefer to bring it to my hometown, but I'm not going to do it
Ed, we would
unless
love to bring
people
him to
say that they
Barrow.
want to
Like,
do
of
it.
course we would. We would love to bring him to Barrow, but when we are unsure that we can sell each and every single event,
Well, no, it's not even that, to be fair. At the end of the
it
day,
is a bit of a
I don't
worry.
want to show the town up because the locals don't support it, and it's all out of towners, is it?
Yeah.
And that looks absolutely dire.
Yeah.
Look at the Rocky Horror Show. Most of that, if I'm honest, folks, was out of towners, and
Yeah.
they absolutely loved it. They loved the venue. The performers loved the venue. We are going to be bringing them back. I've said that.
I was gonna say like they
They
actually
were
had
absolutely amazing, but it
they
was
were
so
amazing, but
sad.
they had far too much fun.
Yeah, it was
They
so
really
sad that
did.
the
They were
locals weren't
running
behind it.
around. They used not just the stage. They used the whole room that we were in as their stage. They were that good.
Yeah, as I say, what
That's when
made
you
it bad
know
was,
that you've got genuine actors and performers. Like
but
it
what
with
made it
in
bad
your
was,
with
to
that
be
you are
fair,
witnessing. That's when you know you've got genuine actors and phenomenal performers in front of you when they are able to utilize the whole area that they have. And once that happens and they are able to make you feel that you're in their world, that tells you they're gifted.
but what
You
killed
know,
it was I had to turn down and say to him, and he said, "Great, you've got a good, not a bad little turnout." And it wasn't an amazing turnout, but it was good enough. I was happy. But he
I
turned around
mean,
and
look,
said, "Where is
could it have
everybody
been
from?" And
better?
they all locals. And
Yes.
I said, I
Could
said,
it have
"Where
been
was
better?
it all
Yeah.
from?" And they all locals. I went, "Actually, to be fair, no, there's not a lot of locals in here tonight.
No.
It was mainly out of
Like
towners."
if we weren't hit with Dave's did the week before, we would have been fine.
But no, I don't even think that, to be fair. It's a
No,
case
honestly,
of...
I do believe that, because Dave's Day we did have a few people that were second guessing of coming to our show. They were, because
I'd say,
they went, oh, Dave's Day.
I'm not going to turn around and say it was Dave's Day. I'm not going to turn around and say it wasn't Dave's Day. What I will say at the end of the day is, if that was Scooter we had, why would I pay the extra money to bring him all the way from the motorway to where we are
Yeah,
when I can fly him into Manchester or Liverpool and
yeah,
do it within half an hour of the airport to get him to perform?
yeah.
Why would I spend that extra money bringing him all this way when I can go to Manchester or Liverpool and do it there? At the end of it, I wouldn't. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So because of that fact, that's why I'm now looking at it. So over the next few months, I'm going to decide if he's going to Barrow or not. If he's not, I'll take him elsewhere in the country because the deal's done. Everything's sorted, done and dusted. It's
Also,
just a case.
it's just the accommodation part.
It's accommodation. I say venues are not an issue because, as I say, I know enough people in the trade where I can get a venue if I want to by making a couple of phone calls. I can get a venue in Manchester or Liverpool. And especially when I mention who I'm bringing, they'll give me the venue, no problems. But
Yeah,
I'd like to bring him in my hometown. To do that, as I said, I need the hometown to get behind us.
yeah. I mean, and that's why I say to everybody that's watching this, tell the people, tell your friends that we do have Scooter coming.
Yeah, well, if
Tell
people
your
start
friends that,
supporting this show, that would again
yeah,
bring it to the light that people are actually interested in what's going
because
on.
that's the first. I think the first part of it all is start showing support for, or start showing some support towards this show. Joining
But it also
in,
shows that people are interested in
and
what we're doing.
also the actual events that we do. But starting off with here, and you're coming in whenever you can on a fairly frequent basis, and
It costs nothing to come and listen to the
you're
show.
keeping up to date with news. That's basically what all this is for. It's
And for your feedback.
Yeah, it's for your feedback, and you get the news. So I do,
And it costs
and I
nothing.
go live twice a week. I go live on the Wednesday, and I go live on the Saturday at the same time at 8 p.m. So most of the time on a Wednesday, we don't have an awful lot of news to break. That
Yeah.
is the case because it's in the
We
middle.
save it all for Saturday.
It's because
Let's be
it's
honest.
in the middle of the week. Nothing really happens between Monday to Wednesday. Not that much. But from Wednesday to Saturday, a lot goes on because you're getting towards the weekend. You're
Well,
getting
no, let's
towards
be
the
honest
part
with you.
where
By
people are off
Saturday comes
work
round,
and they don't have to worry of getting the kids to school, etc.
well, no, let's be honest. Saturday comes round, and I spoke to all the agents and stuff that I'm dealing with, and all the phone calls have been made over the course of the week. So, and then Friday night, I sit down after I've made all said phone calls, and I get my little books and my paperwork out and stuff, and I go through it all, and I write up where I'm up to. So I have more information on a Saturday night than I do on a Wednesday. Because Wednesday, midweek, I'm still talking to people. By Saturday, I know where I'm standing. It's that simple. So I would suggest to say, if people start following this show and putting their feedback in, then yes, it would be worth me bringing Scooter to Barra, because at least then people are listening to what we're doing.
Yeah,
But as it stands at the minute, they're not bothering.
Yeah, people just seem like they're not wanting to bother too much with feedback. Oh, never
It's
mind
always the
that.
same
No,
thing.
just not getting involved
Yeah.
because
As I said, if I want to waste money, I'll buy something I want.
yeah, like
You know?
if we wanted to, we could all have our own shows.
Yeah, I could
Of
say
what?
sorry.
Of
Get
what?
hold of Simon
If
and
me
get hold
and
of
Ed,
Simon
see,
at
me and Ed have
99.
got a fair few things in common and whatnot, and me and Ed could go, oh, let's get this because me and Ed like this. Let's have some fun.
No, I could turn around
You
tomorrow
know?
and say, right, Si, I want the club every week, and I'm going to put what I want on. But I ain't going to make money,
No.
because it's only me. I might be there at the shows, there might only be me there doing it. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if the public get behind us and tell us what they want, we'll look at seeing what we can do with it. But instead of coming out with silly suggestions like they did, as I say, years ago, say, oh, we, get Jumpy in, you'll never do that, ha, ha, ha. Well, sorry, folks, I've done it. It
Yeah.
just takes time, because when you're dealing with big
And
agencies,
we've had
like that,
people go on about like bands that are no longer together, and I'm like
yeah.
stuff like that, and I'm like stop being an absolute freaking moron, or just stop being an absolute dick,
It's
and
sadness.
and grow up a little bit. Like, who do you want us to bring? Like this is a platform for you to get your news and to get feedback and for you to let us know what you want to see. So say if we've got shows that are booked and whatnot, and they don't really tickle
As I
your
said, the
fancy.
minute it's
They don't
the minute,
pique your interest. That's what the show's for. That's when you
yeah,
go, oh, could you maybe try and maybe fit one more show in and have this instead? I said, oh, we can't fit it in this year, but we'll definitely get it in for next year.
yeah. Well, the other thing as
That's
well
what
is at
this
the end
is
of the day,
for. That's what it's for you to do exactly what I've just said. Say
yeah,
we've got shows booked throughout the whole year. We're good, but it doesn't pique your interest. They don't tickle your fancy. That's what this show's
um,
for. You get in the chat. You go, can you try and fit this in for this year? So we can't, unfortunately, because all the
that's
shows
it.
are currently
Look at the
booked.
amount of time
But we'll
we're
see what we
bringing
can
back,
do to get them in for next year.
we're bringing back Green Day this year. Because people have asked for that.
You mean next year?
Next year, rather, yeah, because people have asked for that, so we're bringing them back. But other than that, we've
Yeah,
got a pretty flexible
Um,
calendar for next year.
Green Days are coming back, and I do know
Yeah,
that the lead singer for them actually liked my poster. So
yeah, no, he's a good lad, him, I'll be honest.
thanks,
But I say,
Shane. Much love.
people like coming, they like him, so we're bringing them back. It's a kid, but we got told to get them in, so we went and
Yeah,
had a look, see, we got it sorted.
like the issue, like I'm still crossed about the whole rock fest that we had.
Oh well, yeah. Now, as I say, that's a sore subject, so I'm not going to get into it. All I'll say
Yeah,
is there's some sad people out there that think it's fun to cancel bands, but anyway,
yeah. So
that's
yeah,
fine. We move on.
all I will say is that there are some sad sacks out there that basically did something really really bad, um, and made a band that was going to perform for us, uh, kind of go and get another gig because they believed that this show was no longer going on.
Yeah, but that's
So
fine.
yeah, which is fine. You can play your dirty little games because you're all insecure little boys. Um, you could do what
It
you want.
just
You know,
raises the bar for me,
you
to
could
be
do what you
fair.
want and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you could go around pretending that you're the next Simon Cowell or whatever, but no one gives a toss who you are outside of this town. So have a nice.
That's it. On that happy note, as I said, we have got these
I'm
coming.
just keeping it real. I'm not going to sit here and
Oh
sugarcoat it.
yeah, but not on that happy note. I've just realised what time it is.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, come back on Saturday and we will have an update
Yes.
regarding everything that's been going on this
All right.
week.
All right. Ta-ta, my darling.
Yes, all right. Have fun. Bye.
Bye. All right, folks. That is going to be it for tonight. Thank you all ever so much for watching. I've been your hostess with the mostest, Just Small. I'm back on Saturday, 8 p.m. I'll see you all there. I'll be joined with Ed yet again. We might have some new breaking news. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to crush that like button. And also crush that notification bell so you get notified every time I do go live. God bless you all. Thank you ever so much. I will see you all Saturday. I love you all, my lovelies. And bye.